Harbor Square with sunlight on the stone. I carried 12 road blueprints and a drafting case from home. The market roof was newly finished. White columns faced the bay. Inside, the empty floor was waiting for the lines I came to lay. My name stood small beneath the title. Still it felt as large as sky. Blueprints at Harbor Square. Every doorway in my hand. I had drawn the light and windows. Every counter, every stand. Blueprints at Harbor Square. One first chance I could not waste. I came to prove that careful lines could give a dream its proper place. The building men inspected rafters. City officers checked the date. I measured from the loading entrance to the wide front gate. The sea wind moved my tracing paper. Red chalk rested near my shoe. I drew the first long market aisle the way I thought it should run through. No customer had walked there. No morning bell had rung. Blueprints at Harbor Square. Every doorway in my hand. I had drawn the light and windows. Every counter, every stand. Blueprints at Harbor Square. One first chance I could not waste. I came to prove that careful lines could give a dream its proper place. A building looks complete from outside, but life begins beneath the roof. The smallest turn, the narrow corner, soon must face the daily truth. I knelt to mark the second aisle, then heard a brass bell through the air. A man's quick voice rose from the old stalls beyond the new built square. Blueprints at Harbor Square. Now another rhythm crossed my plan. Crates and wheels moved toward the doorway, following one auctioneer's command. Blueprints at Harbor Square. My measured morning changed its pace. I came to draw an empty market, then heard the people it must embrace. One folded plan, one ringing sound, one living market drawing near. I lifted my red chalk as his footsteps crossed the line.
Before the sun reached Harbor Square, I rang the brass bell twice. Peaches came from inland farms, melons packed in ice. I called the wait and opening price. The porters moved in time. The market had its own old rhythm, long before a drawn red line. No book had taught me where they turned. I learned by walking there. The auctioneer before sunrise, calling every crate by name. I knew which wheels needed wider corners, which hands arrived in rain. The auctioneer before sunrise, I kept the moving order fair. No polished plan could lead the market without listening to the people there. My father sold fruit beneath a canvas. My mother kept the tally book. I grew beside the morning wagons and learned each vendor's look. The city promised cleaner counters, windows facing toward the sea. But smaller stalls began to worry that no new place would fit their needs. Then I saw a woman kneeling, drawing through the loading way. The auctioneer before sunrise, calling every crate by name. I knew which wheels needed wider corners, which hands arrived in rain. The auctioneer before sunrise, I kept the moving order fair. No polished plan could lead the market without listening to the people there. I pushed one wooden cart beside her. Its wheel crossed through the narrow mark. She stood and said, "That line is measured." I said, "Not after morning starts." She looked toward the crowded entrance, then down at her bright red chalk. Neither one was ready to surrender. Neither one was willing yet to walk. The auctioneer before sunrise, now her eyes followed every wheel. She did not close the drawing case. She watched the market become real. The auctioneer before sunrise, I thought she came to change our place. Then saw the question in her expression: how much room does living take? One ringing bell, one measured line, two stubborn minds before the light. She asked me to repeat the route. I rang the bell once more. Place the ruler by the doorway.
You rolled the largest cart.
I said the columns set the limit.
You said the people set the path.
You marked the turning circles slowly.
I pushed the wheels around.
The first line stopped the second wagon.
The next gave both enough ground.
I moved the chalk 3 inches outward.
I held the measuring thread. Red chalk between our shoes. One bright line across the floor.
You knew the rhythm of the morning.
I knew what walls were for. Red chalk between our shoes.
Neither right and neither wrong.
We made the aisle a little wider
and found a place where
both belong. You named the flower seller's corner.
You drew a window near her stand.
I marked a bench for older vendors.
I finally understood your plan.
The market grew beyond my paper.
The paper gave the market shape.
Red chalk between our shoes. One bright line across the floor.
You knew the rhythm of the morning.
I knew what walls were for. Red chalk between our shoes.
Neither right and neither wrong.
We made the aisle a little wider
and found a place where
both belong.
a plank can listen if the hand allows it.
A habit can change without losing its name.
You did not erase every measured line.
You did not ask us all to stay the same.
We bent above the empty floor.
Two shadows meeting in the sun.
The distance drawn
between our shoes became the first thing made by both. Red chalk between our shoes.
Now the carts move side by side.
You smiled when both cleared the corner.
I tried,
but could not hide my red chalk between our shoes.
the morning bell rang clear and long.
We started there as two opponents, then left correcting one shared song. One wider line,
One open way.
two minds changing in the day. Your hand was red with chalk, so was mine. The noon heat filled the market roof. My ruler warmed beneath my hand. I spoke with every fruit stall owner, changed the height of every stand. By 2 o'clock the pages blurred. I had forgotten lunch again. Then you appeared beside stall 23 with 2 cold paper cups. You said a building needs its architect. I said the architect needs time. Lemon ice by stall 23. melting faster than the day. You asked why I became a builder. I looked toward the open bay. Lemon ice by stall 23. One silver spoon passed hand to hand. For the first time since arriving, I spoke of more than walls and plans. I said my mother drew small houses on the backs of grocery bills. My father said the work was difficult, but I studied drawing still. You said you learned the auction numbers before you learned to write your name. You wanted every smallest vendor to enter through the door the same. The lemon cooled the summer. Your answer changed the air. Lemon ice by stall 23, melting faster than the day. You asked why I became a builder. I looked toward the open bay. Lemon ice by stall 23. One silver spoon passed hand to hand. For the first time since arriving, I spoke of more than walls and plans. We had disagreed about the corners, the counters, and the loading way. Yet dreams sounded almost similar when neither one looked away. I wanted rooms that welcomed people. You wanted no one pushed aside. The shape was different in our language, but the hope was much alike. Lemon ice by stall 23. Now one drop ran down your hand. I gave you my folded handkerchief. You gave it back with red chalk stains. Lemon ice by stall 23. The bell prepared to ring at 3. I returned to all my measurements, but something new came back with me. One paper cup, one softened view, one warmer market because of you. I wrote your stall number in the corner of my plan.
I rang the bell at 6:30. The buyers filled the floor. Then heard you speaking near the flower stall beside the western door. You asked the widow how she lifted every bucket from the street, then lowered one new counter so her hands could reach with ease. You did not speak above the market. You listened through its sound. Your voice above the morning bell, clear but never calling loud. It traveled through the moving carts and found each person in the crowd. Your voice above the morning bell, changing lines I could not see. I thought I knew the whole old market, then you showed another side to me. bench beside the window, added shade near produce rows. You placed the washstand by the fish stalls, where the afternoon wind blows. The porter started asking questions. You answered everyone. By noon the skeptical old vendors waited for your notes to come. The architect inside their stories no longer seemed apart. Your voice above the morning bell, clear but never calling loud. It traveled through the moving carts and found each person in the crowd. Your voice above the morning bell, changing lines I could not see. I thought I knew the whole old market, then you showed another side to me. I knew the price of every melon, which farmer needed time. You knew how morning light could enter without blinding every eye. I protected what had carried us. You imagined what could grow somewhere between those two intentions. Respect became a warmer word. Your voice above the morning bell, now you called my name at last. You asked me to review the final aisle before the daylight passed. Your voice above the morning bell, I walked toward your waiting plan. The market had not opened yet, but my heart already understood your hand. One steady voice, one ringing tone, one crowded place no longer mine alone. I set the brass bell down beside your ruler.
The electricians left at 7. The vendors carried samples home.
Only one small radio remained beside the market office phone.
I checked the opening day program.
You tested every speaker line.
Then one slow song filled the rafters from a station down the coast.
You said the sound was slightly uneven near the central fruit display.
I said, then stand where I am standing.
Tell me if it clears this way.
You crossed the newly widened aisle.
The music softened overhead.
I offered one chalk-covered hand.
You laughed but took it anyway.
No one waited for an answer.
No bell told us
When to start. One dance in the empty market, between the counters and the sea.
You moved with careful, measured footsteps.
I followed less carefully. One dance in the empty market, no customers and no applause.
For one song, every line and number
Stopped explaining who we were. Your hand stayed lightly near my shoulder.
Your dress moved softly past my shoe.
The radio faded for a moment.
Neither one of us withdrew.
The last sunlight crossed the window.
The floor became a
Silver stage. One dance in the empty market, between the counters and the sea.
You moved with careful, measured footsteps.
I followed less carefully. One dance in the empty market, no customers and no applause.
For one song, every line and number
Stopped explaining who we were. Tomorrow we would check the doors.
Tomorrow I would ring the bell.
Tomorrow we could speak of measurement.
Tonight there was no need to tell.
A market made for many voices held one quiet breath for two.
The room we spent the summer shaping suddenly made space for something new.
One dance in the empty market.
Now the final note was near.
You asked if every speaker were
I said the one beside me is clear.
One dance in the empty market. Then the station changed its song.
We stepped apart before the silence.
But the feeling traveled on.
One quiet turn,
One lingering too. One empty market holding two. The radio clicked softly, and your hand left mine. The revised plan reached the office in a gray developer's case. I opened it beside the window and knew the drawing was not mine. Small stalls vanished from the center. Private shops had doubled space. Then at the bottom of the paper, I saw my signature in place. The letters looked exactly like me. The decision did not. My signature on the wrong plan, my name beneath a stranger's line. Every promise made to vendors had been changed without my hand. My signature on the wrong plan, proof that looked enough like truth. The paper carried my profession. The betrayal was not mine to choose. I ran toward the loading entrance, found you standing near the crates. You held the copied drawing folded. Anger had already reached your face. You said, so this was always planned. Fewer stalls and higher rent. I said, you know I never drew it. You turned before the sentence ended. I wanted you to trust the summer we had measured side by side. My signature on the wrong plan, my name beneath the stranger's line. Every promise made to vendors had been changed without my hand. My signature on the wrong plan, proof that looked enough like truth. The paper carried my profession. The betrayal was not mine to choose. A copied mark can cross a page. An honest name is harder won. I had fought to place that name there, then watched it used to harm someone. The worst was not the altered drawing, nor the manager's practice lie. It was seeing doubt replace the warmth that once had lived inside your eyes. My signature on the wrong plan. I drew one line, threw it in red, then wrote beneath the copied approval, this design is not mine. My signature on the wrong plan. I carried both plans to the whole. I would not hide behind a title. I would answer before them all. One borrowed name, one honest stand, one red refusal in my hand. Your brass bell stayed on the desk. You did not come for it.
Workers marked the altered aisle before the morning load. Two carts met beside the center, and neither one could go. The crates began to line the wall, the flour buckets tipped. I looked at what the copied plan would make of every day. The narrow space proved everything the vendors tried to say. Crates along the narrow aisle, every wheel without a turn. I had blamed the one who warned us before I stopped to learn. Crates along the narrow aisle, your red words crossed the page. This design was never mine. My anger slowly changed to shame. The city clerk produced the first plan with your notes beside each stall. Every promise we had measured still remained within it all. Your signature looked different there, one final upward line. I knew the copied drawing carried only the shape and not the truth. I remembered stall 23, your handkerchief and smile. Crates along the narrow aisle, every wheel without a turn. I had blamed the one who warned us before I stopped to learn. Crates along the narrow aisle, your red words crossed the page. This design was never mine. My anger slowly changed to shame. Trust should not depend on paper when two people built the line. Still I let one printed falsehood erase 100 honest signs. You had listened to the vendors, you had changed the window height. I had known your way of working, yet believed easiest life. Crates along the narrow aisle, I moved the first one from the floor, then found you near the market office, holding chalk beside the door. Crates along the narrow aisle, I said I should have heard you through. You answered, help me draw it properly. I knew what I had to do. One blocked road, one humbled view, one second chance to stand with you. I lifted the brass bell and placed it in your hand.
The inspector gave us one more day to prove the market plan.
No paper model would be enough.
The test must happen where we stood.
I opened every roll of tracing,
Placed red chalk along the floor.
you called the vendors from their houses. By midnight,
50 reached the door.
we carried crates to mark the counters.
Rolled the largest carts inside.
The flower seller chose her window. The
Fish stalls tested drainage lines. I held the thread across the columns.
you measured every turning space.
When one line failed, the second wagon, we moved it without blame. The night became a drawing table.
The market became the page.
Chalk lines until sunrise. Red paths beneath the hanging lights.
You drew the room
For every worker, I brought the morning into sight. Chalk lines until sunrise.
our hands carried the same red stain.
We could not change the lost day behind us, but we could draw the trust again. You apologized beside the west door.
You said the copied name had hurt.
I said your doubt had hurt me too.
We let the honest sentence work.
No music filled the market.
The rolling wheels became the song.
Chalk lines until sunrise. Red paths beneath the hanging lights.
You drew the room for every worker.
I brought the morning into sight. Chalk lines until sunrise.
Our hands carried the same red stain.
We could not change the lost day behind us, but we could draw the trust again.
A future is not built by never failing.
A promise is not proved by words alone.
It lives in who admits the wrong.
We knelt where we had first opposed.
The same two shoes beside the line.
This time no distance lay between us, only work and borrowed time. I did not pull away.
One open path,
One morning view,
one market
redrawn by two. The sun reached Harbor Square as the last line met the door. The city officers reached the market as the morning test began. Loaded carts moved through the aisles according to our plan. The inspector checked the turning corners, drainage, shade, and loading time, then asked me why the western wall held windows wide and high. I stepped beyond the drafting table, I answered where they stood. Windows facing the sea, not for beauty alone. They carried heat above the counters and brought the daylight home. Windows facing the sea, every opening had a reason. A building serves the people first, then gives the city its reflection. I showed the first sign drawing, then the copied paper too. I named each line I had approved, and every one I never drew. The flower seller raised her bucket, two carts passed side by side. The market itself became the witness no private office could deny. My voice did not shake this time, your bell rested near my hand. Windows facing the sea, not for beauty alone. They carried heat above the counters and brought the daylight home. Windows facing the sea, every opening had a reason. A building serves the people first, then gives the city its reflection. I had spent years asking for a doorway into rooms that doubted me. Now I stood inside my own design, with every eye turned carefully. I did not need to hide my anger, I only needed to be clear. The strongest line upon a blueprint is the one a person stands behind. Windows facing the sea, now the inspector signed the page. The original plan received approval, the market kept its open space. Windows facing the sea, I looked across the hall at you. You lifted the brass bell without ringing. Your smile said you already knew. One open window, one honest name, one summer no longer drawn in shame. The sea wind crossed the counters and lifted one corner of my plan.
7 sharp the door stood open, summer flags crossed Harbor Square. Vendors carried fruit and flowers to the stalls prepared with care. The mayor waited near the entrance, children pressed against the rail. I stood beneath the central clock with the old brass market bell. I had rung it in the canvas market. This sound would start something new. The bell at opening hour, one clear note beneath the roof. Every cart rolled through the corners, every promise became proof. The bell at opening hour, I looked beyond the moving crowd. You stood beside the sea facing windows, smiling without saying a word. The flower seller reached her counter. The porter turned the largest load. 2 melon carts passed side by side along the widened road. The smallest vendor received his key. The old man found the bench. The market held the past week carried and the future you had sketched. I raised the bell for one more strike. Your eyes stayed fixed on mine. The bell at opening hour, one clear note beneath the roof. Every cart rolled through the corners, every promise became proof. The bell at opening hour, I looked beyond the moving crowd. You stood beside the sea facing windows, smiling without saying a word. I once believed that protecting meant refusing every change. You showed me that a stronger future can still remember every name. You once believed a perfect drawing could answer every need. The market taught us both that morning, plans and people must agree. I called the peaches, pears and melons. You watched each number rise. The bell at opening hour, after the final sale was through, I crossed the market carrying one key. The city meant for you. One ringing bell, one open door, one market hours in different ways. You closed your hand around the key as the crowd moved on.
The city architect called at noon and placed one key beside my plans.
The public building office needs you.
There are more markets to design.
I turn the small brass key between
my chalk-marked fingertips,
then saw you entering the doorway
with another key in hand.
The vendors voted after closing.
They asked me to represent
the market at the council meetings,
and keep the agreements fair.
My key belonged to the cooperative.
Yours opened the city room.
Two different doors stood in our future,
both beginning in the same hall. No one asked me to leave my drawing.
no one asked me
To leave the bell. 2 keys to the market office. 2 small answers in our hands. 1 would open rooms of blueprints. 1 would guard the vendor's plans. 2 keys to the market office. Different doors beneath one sky. We did not need the same profession to keep our futures side by side.
I asked which meeting started earliest.
I asked when your trains would leave.
You said Saturday after closing.
You said, then save that walk for me. The market lights came on below us.
The windows held
The evening sea. 2 keys to the market office. 2 small answers in our hands. 1 would open rooms of blueprints. 1 would guard the vendor's plans. 2 keys to the market office. Different doors beneath one sky. We did not need the same profession to keep our futures side by side.
Love did not ask me to draw laughs.
Love did not quiet my morning call.
It taught me where to leave more room.
It taught me change need not erase us all.
We placed the keys upon the blueprint.
1 near east and 1 near west.
The doors were never drawn together.
Still both opened from the same address. 2 keys to the market office. Now our shoulders touched at last.
You said keep the red chalk with you.
I said keep ringing for the past. 2 keys to the market office.
The evening settled on the square.
We locked 2 separate working rooms, then walked into the same warm air.
1 drawing key,
1 market key,
2 open doors,
and you with me. The keys made 1 soft sound inside your pocket. Autumn sunlight crossed the awnings.
the market filled before 9.
My city office sent new drawings
For a school
beside the line.
I carried one small drafting case,
no longer needing 12.
Still every Saturday at closing I return to Harbor Square. The cooperative meetings ended when the final cart rolled through.
I rang the bell for evening prices,
Then looked toward stall 22.
You always entered near the flowers,
With red chalk inside your bag.
the vendors greeted you by name now.
No one called you
City plans. The market lived beyond our summer.
The summer lived inside its ways.
Saturday beneath the new awnings,
Light moving gently through the square.
you carried all the roads ahead of you.
I kept the morning
People there. Saturday beneath the new awnings,
No promise needed to sound grand.
we met where every widened pathway still remembered both our hands. We shared one lemon ice near closing.
We checked the bench beside the sea.
You asked about my schoolhouse windows.
You asked what vendors needed next.
The work was never truly finished.
Neither was the life we chose.
Saturday beneath the new awnings,
Light moving gently through the square.
you carried all the roads ahead of you.
I kept the morning
People there. Saturday beneath the new awnings,
No promise needed to sound grand.
we met where every widened pathway still remembered both our hands.
Love was not one room we entered.
Love was not one bell or key.
It was leaving space for distance.
It was returning willingly.
We built no house around each other. We drew no fence across the sky. We simply kept one path wide open where our separate days could meet.
Saturday beneath the new awnings,
Now the evening market glowed.
you closed your book of auction figures.
I rolled my final plans.
Saturday beneath the new awnings,
The brass bell rang one softer time.
you offered me your chalk-stained hand.
I placed my fingers
Into mine. Saturday beneath the new awnings,
from Harbor Square to roads unknown.
every future needs an opening.
Every heart requires some room.
Saturday beneath the new awnings, the sea wind crossed the market floor.
We left through two different office doors.
Then walked together toward the shore. Leave room in the plan,
Leave room in the day.
leave one open path our way. Two keys sounded softly as we crossed the square.